Alright. Hello, welcome to the very first episode of Degenerate's Garage. Today we're going to be basically working on my bike. So I'm working on my bike because I got into a crash a few days ago where I ended up basically just hitting the curb while I was going down some canyons. I hit a curb, bike went straight, and I went flying off to the side. There's quite a bit of cosmetic damage done to it, and then there was a few things that I had to basically fix because, like, one of the main things was headlight was kind of bent upwards, so that was one of the main things. Second main thing was the air filter. The air filter was actually completely cracked and pretty much falling off on the side. So today we're going to be doing that on Degenerate's Garage, the very first episode. So here we go. Alright, so I kind of just want to explain a little bit more about like what was happening and how the crash happened specifically. So I was going around on this curb following a buddy of mine, and some stuff happened basically to where I went, and as a turn was going, I ended up kind of like looking downwards a little bit, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not making this curb. Hitting the curb, and the bike was kind of flying, and then I just got bucked off to the side. I scraped everything. Luckily, I didn't get hurt, but I was just kind of scraped up all on the side. I had my leather jacket, I had my shoes, I had my pants, so I was kind of fine. I did ended up like hitting my bike for my left leg somehow. I only found that out afterwards, but so that's kind of what happened. I just kind of hit the curb, got bucked off my bike. The bike kept going, and it was just on the side of the road, just kind of all damaged. I don't know if you can possibly see some of the stuff because, like, you know, we had to take off already the air filter and stuff like that. But that's what we're gonna be doing today, and we're gonna show you guys. Okay. Also, real quick disclaimer before I start getting into any of this. I've only ever worked on a car, so this is my very first bike. I got it 6 months ago, and haven't done any maintenance besides like the regular oil change, just kind of the tune-up I had to do. I bled the brakes because I've done that on cars, but everything else is gonna be completely new to me. So if I'm doing anything wrong here, you know, just tell me about it. So yeah, that was all. One of the huge disclaimers because I really don't know what I'm doing, and we're gonna be learning together basically. So here we go. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're going to be getting to go with the throttle cables, because the throttle cables, when I crashed, ended up hitting the dirt and cracking, and the throttle wasn't going back on its own. So we're going to take them off and see what's up with that. Alright, so I ended up taking them off camera, and when you take a look at them, right here, you can see that they're cracked at the very ends. They still have the grass in it too. So I'm going to be having to replace this whole entire thing, and then more than likely the headlight as well. I'll be taking that off right now. And I took off everything off of this. So we'll take off the headlight right now. Now that that's out, I'm able to kind of determine like what I'm gonna need in order to replace if I'm just gonna replace the housing on this, or if any of these parts are actually damaged, because when I rode it home after I crashed, it didn't really seem like the lights or anything was damaged. It was just pointing upwards all the way. So I need to see if the brackets can be bent, or if it's just the housing on this. So that's what we're gonna see. So right after the crash, actually, my handlebars were bent completely to the side, and in order to kind of like ride it back home, I had to bend them back, and this part right here is a little weird because when I bent it back, it sounded like cracking, which I'm pretty sure is pretty bad. So I'm gonna end up taking the handlebar off, taking the risers off, I think these are what they're called, and just kind of inspecting, see what kind of damage was done, and if I need to buy anything new or just repair anything. So we're gonna be doing that right now. Okay, so what I'm kind of looking at is to see if the bottom of this is actually cracked, but that's what I thought it was actually cracking. But it turns out it's kind of just like the layer of paint. Yeah, the metal doesn't actually seem to be cracked. And if I could see on the inside, everything seems to be good. Yeah, the owner who I bought this from actually, I think, installed these because they do not seem to be stock. So I'm just gonna put it back together, and I think we should be good if I just tighten it up. Yeah, I just I just don't know what the torque spec is on these, so that might be a problem. I think I'm just gonna go with like a few ooga doogas, and it should be okay. Okay, hold that there. Make sure this is straight. Alright, that's more or less done kind of thing. I'm leaving it a little bit loose so that when I put the handlebars back on, I'm able to like kind of adjust it. So now to put on the other side. Just gonna line this up down here. There's a bracket down here that holds everything. I was looking at the diagrams the other day. So just put that in there. And alright, it's on. Perfect. Wait, now everything that's and here we go. There we go. That's okay, okay. Just fine. I'll go with mine off. Okay, now we'll go more or less put back together. Just gonna try and see what crack. That'll be good. And not good. The frequency's going along pretty low. That's the concept right there. No, it's just not moving. Oops. Oh, no. Okay. Really move bar. I definitely don't want to come off mid-highway right. As I'm like trying to get the class, you know? I'll just do it. Good job. There we go. There we go. Now test it again. Oh man, got you. So this is fine. This is going to move upwards just a little bit. It's beautiful. Nothing. All right. Just gonna rotate just a little. some ring storage. There's a little water inside these. That might be probably there. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. I'll figure out how to do that. How's that one? There we go. So we're going to have to go back and forth. So we're not uneven. You don't want to tighten one side, so you tighten this side. But the other side is all the way down. This side's going to be kind of angled a little funny. So, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going back and forth on them so they're not unevenly tightened, because you don't want to tighten one side, because if you tighten this side, let's say you tighten this side all the way down, this side's going to be kind of angled a little funny. So, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, now that you can see what I'm doing, I don't want to tighten one side completely down, because then it does angle the other side, and that side doesn't go down properly. So you want to kind of do them back and forth to get them properly done. So it'll be this side and that side and back and forth up until it gets just a little tighter. And you can't really do it, and it's like, okay, now let's do the other side. These seems to be all the way down. That one as well. So now we've done it completely by hand. We're just gonna 1, 2, 1. Alright. So that side's kind of done. 1, 2. And then now we go to this side. 1, 2. And then you go a little bit more on this side. And then we go just that little bit more than we did on the other side. Alright, so they're pretty much set. Now we go around just in case. Just kind of check if everything's completely tightened down. I don't know if I'm supposed to torque these to... That's not that good. Anyways. I don't know if they're torqued to spec, or if it has something like that. But I'm just going to say that's good right now. Because I'm not going to be riding completely hard. And plus you're not supposed to be hanging on the steering bars anyways, I don't think. Alright, so that's pretty much done. Steering's done. And go. Alright, I think I might be taking off the front fender. Let's see. Alright, I'm thinking about taking off this front fender, to be honest. It is kind of messed up right there. And since I have kind of messed with my bike a little bit, and I've taken so I'm thinking about taking the front fender off because of that, or because I've seen some people do a shorty fender in the front. If possible, cut maybe here and just leave all that, and it'll be kind of like that. We'll see. And then maybe the headlights, not the headlights, the turn signals, these turn signals, and kind of get those ones that are on the forks to be like right here. We'll see about that. Alright, so after inspecting everything, we took the handlebars, we took off the air intake, we took off the brake pedal that was on this side, and kind of looking as to all the damage that was done, I kind of have an idea of what I need to get and what can I use. So now we're just going to be waiting for parts, and we'll install those as soon as they come. So it's just a waiting game for now. Alright, so I'm back, and I finally got all my parts together, and after 3 weeks of waiting, parts are now in, so we're just going to install them. Here we go. trying to adjust it because the end of the pedal has a groove. So like gear kind of adjusts it, fits correctly. See, right now I'm trying to adjust it because the end of the pedal has a groove, this little like gear kind of thing. I kind of want to adjust it so it fits correctly. Alright, we got it in with a little bit of force. And now it's time to just tighten everything back up. Good. That's good. Double check. Okay. Then we'll mount it. Perfect. One. And two. There we go. Okay, don't over tighten one side while you don't tighten the other side. So you gotta go do them both evenly. This side more. There we go. And that's good. And just to make sure, because this is my brake pedal. There we go. Brake pedal's now on. Alright, so here we go again. Gonna take this off. The exhaust is a little bit hot, so I'm trying to be careful not to touch it. And I did this. Hold up. Okay, now we're gonna be right wrench. Alright, so here we go again. Gonna take this off. The exhaust is a little bit hot, so I'm trying to be careful not to touch it. And I get this wrong. I did get this wrong. Hold up. Okay, now that I've got the right wrench, it's time to take it off now. There we go. This side. Alright. It is a little hot in here. That's that one. That's the second one. Left side, right side. I know this is necessary. Both on your side, on your own sides. Other than that, I think. again. Take this off. So I got this bolt, so this whole thing moves upwards, so this will fly right here. So yeah. There we go, I can seal it now. Maybe I should have oh, perfect. Okay, so right here. Alright, I think it should be better. And yeah. Hold up. Alright. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I don't want any play, to be honest. I'm not going to play. So, I just was like last time. Can't roll. No, it goes all the way. Oh, the bolt doesn't fit through. No, it's a little bit. Alright, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good to go. I'll put the bolt back in. I think it's a little too much. There you go. Hold on. Pull the bolts out. Left side. Right side. I don't know if this is necessary to keep the bolts on each other's side, on like their own respective sides, but I've been doing that. I think. Yeah, perfect. So I'm gonna have to go through this whole process again. Taking this off. There goes that. Taking. Oh man. There we go. So I gotta take off this bolt so that this whole thing moves up forward so that this would be able to slide out because it's hitting from right here. So yeah. Hold up, let me just. There we go. I think we can see a little better now. That one's out. This is done. Maybe I should have hammered that in actually. Well, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have hammered that in actually. There. Oh, perfect. Okay, so it was right here. Hopefully. Alright, I think this should be better. And yeah. Now that. Oh, hold up. Can't let that fly away. Alright. Hopefully nothing breaks while I do that. There we go. 1, 2. That's good. Oh man. Actually, I don't want any play, to be honest. And I don't think I'm supposed to have any play. So, if I can just. What was it like this last time? I cannot recall. Oh, no, it goes all the way. Oh, but the bolt doesn't fit through. Okay, so it's going to have a little bit of play. Alright, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good to go. Now we'll put this bolt back in. I think I'm stretching these a little bit too much. Let me be honest. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, perfect. Now, put the whole assembly back on. Bolts. Bolts. I don't know if this way, so we're going to have to say whatever. Yeah, this is my first time working on a bike. I got like 6 months ago. I would get any kind of knowledge whatsoever. And only thing I worked on has been a 60 Mustang, so it's a little bit different bike. Okay. So yeah, only thing I'm working on that Mustang. That video. We'll get it on the channel. So, hopefully, right now, we're on a bike. Yeah. Maybe a few. Kind of. I don't know. Okay, okay, okay. Sounds tight. Alright, so that's kind of it for today, to be honest. That's going to be it, part of this video. So I just installed all the pieces that were broken. New thing that's on there is going to be this air intake. So I'll be riding with it for a little bit, tell you like how much different it is with the air intake. It'd be kind of cool. Later on in another video, we're going to be working on the actual front fender. if you could see, this is going on, and I'm probably thinking about cutting it. Instead of buying a whole new fender, cut it down from right here. Same kind of shape right here, just like a U, but it'll be a little bit shorter in the front, and then painting the whole thing black. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Whole bike's gonna go black eventually, and what I'm gonna do with this dent, I don't know yet. And it also has this other little dent, don't know yet. I'll figure something out with those. And yeah, now it's just time to kind of clean up the bike. And all right. So thanks for coming back to Degenerate's Garage, and I'll see you next time, folks.